House passed the bill that could ban TikTok. Tesla apparently paid no federal income taxes the last 5 years. And YouTube's redesigned TV app focuses on everything but video. It's Thursday, March 14th, and this is Engadget News. A bill that could force a sale or outright ban on TikTok passed the House just days after it was first introduced. The House of Representatives approved the measure Wednesday in a vote of 352 to 65, in a rare showing of bipartisan support. It now goes to the Senate. If passed into law, the legislation would give parent company ByteDance a 6-month window to sell TikTok or face a ban from U.S. app stores and web hosting services, while the Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary-Controlled Applications Act is far from the first effort to force a ban or sale of TikTok. It's been able to draw more support far more quickly than previous bills. The measure cleared its first procedural vote in the House last week, just 2 days after it was introduced. The bill will now move on to the Senate, where its future is less certain. Senator Rand Paul has said he would block the bill, while other lawmakers have also been hesitant to publicly back the bill. TikTok has called the bill unconstitutional and said it would hurt creators and businesses that rely on the service. Last week, the company sent a wave of push notifications to users, urging them to ask their representatives to oppose the bill. Congressional staffers reported that offices were overwhelmed with calls, many of which came from confused teenagers. Lawmakers later accused the company of trying to interfere with the legislative process. Free speech and digital rights groups also opposed the bill, with many noting that comprehensive privacy laws would be more effective at protecting Americans' user data rather than a measure that primarily targets one app. If the bill were to muster enough votes to pass the Senate, President Joe Biden said he would sign the bill into law. His administration has previously pressured ByteDance to sell TikTok. Officials maintain the app poses a national security risk due to its ties to ByteDance, a Chinese company. TikTok has repeatedly refuted these claims. If the law was passed, the company would likely mount a legal challenge like it did in Montana, which passed a statewide ban last year. A federal judge temporarily blocked the ban in November before it could go into effect. In case you need another reason to shout "tax the rich" from the rooftops, it's here, and this is going to make you angry. The Guardian reported a study that found 35 major U.S. companies paid their top 5 executives more than they paid in federal income taxes between 2018 and 2022. The findings, which come from the Institute for Policy Studies and Americans for Tax Fairness, are even less shocking when you learn the worst offender: Tesla. Elon Musk's company earned $4.4 billion during those 5 years and gave its executives $2.5 billion. Despite that, Tesla not only did not pay any federal taxes, but it received $1 million in refunds from the government. Musk himself is the second richest person in the world, with Forbes reporting he had a net worth of $207.9 billion at the start of March. Tesla is one of 35 companies that paid less federal income tax than they paid their top 5 executives during that period. In total, these companies raked in $9.5 billion, while cumulatively those same companies received $1.8 billion back from the government. 18 of these businesses reported net profits over the 5 years but did not pay a cent of federal income tax. All but one got refunds. The study lists other notable companies like T-Mobile, Netflix, Ford Motor, and Match Group alongside Tesla. T-Mobile made $17.9 billion, paid executives $675 million, and received $80 million in refunds. The mobile provider has spent an incredible amount of money on lobbying Congress for tax breaks, spending $9 million in 2022 alone. Netflix actually did pay some taxes, but the $236 million was just 1.6% of its $15.1 billion in earnings, and just over a third of what it paid those top 5 executives. The statutory rate for federal income tax is 21%. So yeah, feel free to scream. YouTube just announced that it will be rolling out a redesign for its TV app over the next few weeks. Concrete details are scant, but the streaming platform says the new design will open the door for a broad range of new experiences, such as shopping for your creator's favorite products. Beyond the pivot to shopping, the update should also improve existing features with easier access to video descriptions and comments. To that end, both the descriptions and comment feed will take up a larger amount of room when selected, with the actual video shrinking in size. YouTube says that users regularly request a smaller video feed and a prioritization of comments. As it stands, the comment feed lays over the video, so this refresh will allow users to engage with comments without covering up the actual content. YouTube did tease that sports fans will be able to check on live scores without interrupting a video, but did not get into the how of it all. It's worth noting that these updates are for the standard YouTube app for TVs and not the live service YouTube TV platform. However, the latter is getting its own update in a few days, with the ability to peruse views without interrupting live content, like sporting events. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and additional articles at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism by Engadget senior editor Carissa Bell, contributors Sarah Fielding and Lawrence Bonk, and was produced by Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.